Good morning, all. I am Student Council President Luke Meadows, and I was tasked with the great honor of introducing our graduate speaker, Mr. Jason Jolly, or Coach Jolly, as he's commonly known. As I wrote this, I asked myself where to start with someone that has personally impacted the lives of so many up here. After much contemplation, I thought it simplest to take this task line by line. Coach Jolly is a man who has dedicated his life to helping young student athletes grow. During his time at Allen, Coach Jolly won various awards, the most prestigious being the TCAL Sixth Man of the Year, Coach of the Year award, winning a state championship in this process. As an assistant coach, he reached another state championship, solidifying his record of success. Other than football, Coach Jolly coached middle school girls basketball, swimming, tennis, and just about any other sport that needed a coach. He was a true jack of all trades, and Coach Jolly's reputation as the ultimate team player in whichever coaching endeavor he took on preceded. Coach Jolly was the leader of the exchange program. When there was a need for someone to act as the guardian for the Allen Exchange program, Coach Jolly stepped up. Taking residency in the villas, commonly referred to as the Jolly House, Coach Jolly facilitated the transport to and from Allen, creating deep bonds with each student. Coach Jolly sacrificed his own time and energy to ensure the exchange students felt at home and had their needs met, the acts of a truly honorable man. I could continue to talk about the literal things that Coach Jolly was. I could talk about how Coach Jolly was a PE teacher, a longtime Allen employee, or how he even started out as just a bus driver in 2008. But what is most important is that Coach Jolly was a mentor, someone who created deep, strong relationships with just about everyone that he interacted with. He put in countless hours for a strength and conditioning class that only consisted of 3 people because he cared about our improvement. He founded an FCA group at Allen to bring us together in fellowship. He would correct you and coach you up, but remind you that he loves you. He was someone that you could look up to, no matter if you were a man or a woman, and say to everyone else that you want to be like him. Coach Jolly has made a lasting impact on everyone he has interacted with at Allen, and it is for that reason that he has been chosen as the graduate speaker for the class of 2022. With that being said, it is my great honor to introduce Coach Jason Jolly to the podium.
Dom.
Standing here today is still hard for me to believe. I never thought this day would come. And I especially didn't think I would be speaking either, but here we are. Okio is probably chuckling to himself because he knows how much smack I talked about him being up here with me. Anyway, this is not about me, but my favorite senior class. I would like to say how honored I am to be here with all of you, whom I might even consider to be my best friends. Y'all might not realize it yet, but this is a huge accomplishment to get to where we are now, especially at the high level this class has achieved. It definitely was not an easy experience, but it has shown through our growth and impact on this school. We've grown a lot since our middle school days, but those aren't ones to forget. Most importantly, it was a time when we learned how to live life and be comfortable with ourselves. As hard as it is to believe, the guys especially weren't near the angels we are now. I'm sure Ms. Hanover can testify that at one point we were definitely those 6th graders or 7th graders, even freshmen and sophomore boys, always running through the halls, gaming during drops, and cracking jokes in the classroom. Now, we definitely weren't a quiet class, as I can account for countless high-energy conversations to have watched and participated in. Whether it was about the importance of Harambe or the argument of a topic we were sure would be a life-or-death experience, there was always an argument being made. But one memory I will never forget is when in 6th grade, Devonta went on a rant talking about how good I was at swimming and how good I looked, just to try and win over the girl neither we nor Meadows got. Meadows was also the same kid that went up to Mr. Hunt on the first day of class, looked him up and down, and told him how short he was, despite the height difference of more than a foot. So all in all, our group had some maturing to do. But it was here with Mr. Hunt, through these memories, where we learned it was okay to be ourselves. We just had to redirect that energy into a positive experience into the classroom too. And after many think about life lectures and talks in the hallways, many of us developed a sense of confidence and security within our group. We understood that a part of learning was making mistakes, and mastering that is what helped make this class into who we are today. Later in our journey, we learned how to be energetic, adaptive experts. We crossed paths with some of our first major setbacks. The transition from middle school to high school is always hard because of the pressure of schedule and classes, but also we lost some of the members of our group. Even then, we learned to stay persistent in our goals to pursue excellence. Now, it is much easier said than done, as I'm sure everyone knows, especially through a global pandemic in which they told us we were going to be online learning for 2 weeks. To this day, that is the longest 2 weeks of my life, as we actually powered through the rest of the semester at home. This was truly a challenging time. Everything that we knew and loved all came to a complete stop, and we were just supposed to keep moving while our world was in shambles. But, as a testament to our class's persistence, it soon became another obstacle to overcome. This isn't a class just to sit and give up. We fought back to establish ourselves and create good memories. There was success in all aspects of school, with many first-team All-State athletes in a variety of sports, All-State members in the fine arts, winning essays, and even members excelling in theater. This class had a glimpse of success and ran with it while still making time to have fun. I'll never forget online chemistry with Miss Lee and me trying to learn what the activated complex was, or even Zoom calls with Jasmine and Mr. Mugford. We all know the stories. Through this, even me, a swimmer, turned into a football player. Yes, I scored a touchdown, and I had a 100% catch rate in the playoffs. Many people can say that, by the way. In fact, I'm the first Lampo in history to do so. But again, our success as a class was only possible because of our persistence through adversity. I have been at Allen Academy for 11 years. During this long process, I can confidently articulate my 3 biggest takeaways. The first would be to enjoy the moment. Don't move too fast, don't live in the future, and don't underestimate the beauty of your current moment. The second would be to strive for excellence in anything you do, whether it be here, elsewhere, do it the best you can. Pursuing excellence will guide you well in life. Lastly, focus on building the relationships you have right in front of you. You will make friends here that will last you a lifetime. Treat them as such. The relationships I have personally built during my tenure here have truly shaped me into the young man I am today. This group seated before you has made its mark on Allen, etched into this school's history books in ways that can never be erased. While we all deserve credit in this process, I'd like to especially thank a few behind me. Okio, to the late nights you studying calculus, just know that we've survived. Who would have thought? To Luke, my guy, I'm so glad to have met you, and this school wouldn't be the same without us, and I love you for that. And finally, to all my teachers and coaches, I can't thank you enough for everything you provided me and my classmates over the years. We are finally all grown up. But again, I am truly honored to speak today, and I couldn't imagine it with anyone else but the people sitting before me today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dominic, for the speech. Yeah, and you're very welcome for. I hope you enjoyed that A+ in ABC calculus. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In case you don't know me, I'm Okyo Kwon. Yeah, my mistake. My name is makes you more confused about who I am. But what's important is that I've come to Allen Academy since my freshman year. Before I commence my speech, on behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to thank all of you who made our high school experience excellent. Thank you to the board and the administration for the vision and wisdom you bring to campus for the bright future of school and making tough calls when needed. Thank you to faculty members and coaches who gave and will continue to give your all to provide a tremendous education and push us to do our best each and every single day, even on the days we don't want to learn. The maintenance department, we thank you for keeping our campus a beautiful place for us to come and learn every day. Last but not least, parents and guardians of students, the senior class wants to thank you with passion for your dedication and sacrifice to support us throughout our journey of education. I would like to thank especially the Winklers who welcome when I first came here. And the Melvins, we have a lot of talk. We have a lot to talk about. For being my family for the last 3 years, in which the memories will last a lifetime. And my dad, who flew overseas just a few hours ago to attend my graduation.
Aww. Woo!
So, back to my speech. It was around May last year when our class discussed who will earn the title of valedictorian and salutatorian. Of course, we thought those titles were honorable and somewhat useful when it came to applying to colleges. But as soon as I heard the dad to give a speech on graduation day, I had everything planned out to lower my grades to the point where I wouldn't need to give a speech. The first task was to join the football team. I thought playing multiple sports throughout my senior year will distract me from focusing on academics and will eventually lower my grades. Little did I know, our school football program highly encouraged my morale for academics. I was ignorant. My coaches and teammates not only motivated me to become a better football player, but also taught me moral lessons on how to be successful in life. One of which was a heavy emphasis on maintaining good grades, being consistent, which is why I'm standing here today. But do I regret that I couldn't lower my grades? Do I regret joining the football team and spending nearly 3 hours every day in practice? Do I regret dislocating my kneecap in the game against one of the weakest teams and walking on crutches for a month and a half? No, never. The answers to these questions remind me of a quote from the book called Cosmos by Carl Sagan. Our universe is a sorry little affair. Our universe is a sorry little affair unless it has even something for every age to investigate. Nature does not reveal her mysteries once and for all. I believe the same thing applies to us. We don't exactly know who we are. So many of our mysteries still exist, even though you think you fully know who you are. To the underclassmen who will leave the school next couple of years, please discover new aspects of yourself. It can be sports, fine arts, academics, dramatic high school relationships, anything. Try it and see if you like it or not. Those little pieces of experience will come together and build a genuine identity of yourself. There could be many adversities along the way, but fight them back. Your worth won't go away even if you face hardship. For example, the value of a $10 bill in my hand will stay the same if I crumble it or stomp on it multiple times. The same thing should be said for your worth. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not putting a price on your lives, just using it as a metaphor. See it as a speed versus a speed. I use a better advice. Just wait until I get it. But like I said, finding you and different aspects of yourself will enrich your life. I shall never forget to mention my own classmates. We have made it through, guys. A new chapter of our life has begun starting today. And as I said, don't fear adversities. Now it is our time to take on the world and find and pursue our passion. Our time here at Denali will not be remembered by popularity, grades, or everyone's favorite Luke Meadows. You know what? Let me take it back, perhaps. Yeah, Luke Meadows. But by our relationship and the legacy we leave. The legacy we leave, you will continue to leave for the rest of your life, can be recognized by the world or just a few. But there won't be anyone who will stop us from achieving greatness, which I firmly believe everyone in this class can achieve. Despite all the odds, pandemics, online classes, the giant snowstorm that cut off many houses' electricity for weeks, we have still managed to graduate. From the very bottom of my heart, I wish every one of you the very, very, very best of luck. It's been a splendid 4 years with y'all. Please give a huge round of applause to the class of 2022. Thank you.
Luke Atticus Meadows. and gentlemen, Allen Academy class of 2022.
Yay!